I'm Senior Vice President of Auction.com. We're based out of Irvine, California, the parent company, but we've been opening offices across the country. We have offices up in Silicon Valley, in Dallas, and Austin, Miami, New York City. We just opened this one in this building here, which is a really cool office space. And what we're planning to do here is what started as what we call the boot camp, right? An auction boot camp, where you go to an event before a foreclosure sale and learn about how that foreclosure sale works and learn what properties are going to be at that foreclosure sale. And it's been really popular in places like Las Vegas, Tucson, Phoenix, and Seattle. We've done them in a much smaller level in Atlanta, Miami, and we're trying to bring that to New Jersey. And so the first place we thought was Hudson County, because there's such a professional, sheriff's sale that's run here in Hudson County. And I'm saying that because David Anthony's back here in the back of the room. He's the sheriff who conducts the sale here in Hudson County. Say hello. I'm only calling him out because he called me out of his sale. But the basic theme of this is that today's Tuesday. Thursday is the foreclosure sale. About a week and a half ago, there was 250, 300 properties that were scheduled for March 2nd's foreclosure sale. Yesterday morning when I looked at it, it was 170, and this morning it's 125 or so. And it's because those properties are adjourned by the court to a future date, or by the plaintiff, who's the bank or the representative of the bank. They're not ready to do the foreclosure, so they need more time, and it moves forward. What happens on auction day on Thursday of this week is that a certain number of properties will clear for sale. And at today's point, we're kind of at that perfect junction between where a property is ready to either be cleared or adjourned, and out of those 125, Auction.com today, we're marketing 37 of those. So there's 125 properties, and there's banks who have hired us to market 37 of those. And the big value proposition that Auction.com brings to this is that the banks that hire us, they're paying us if those properties sell to investors. And so our job is to make more exposure for those properties in the marketplace. But the flip side of that is that those banks, they really want to sell it, which means that they price the properties accordingly so that an investor can acquire it. And so most of you know this in the room, but I'm saying it for some of the newer people that may have come into an event like this. But a bank's value of the property isn't the market value, it's less, right? Their net present value of that property. If they have to foreclose on it, they have to pay attorney firms more hours, they have to worry about the occupancy of the property, they have to worry about rehab, they have to put it on the market with an agent, they have to carry it that long. That costs them a lot of money. So if a house is worth today $100,000 to an investor in the market, it's worth like 70 to them, maybe less. And so as an investor, like knowing that the banks have hired a company to please sell it to an investor who's more nimble, who's able to turn that property from we call it from a foreclosed house back into a home, the investors that are local are better than doing that than banks. Louder? Okay. I will try to project. And so if you think about that, that's good for the county, right? Because you have a home that is in the foreclosure process less. You have a vacant property that doesn't turn into a zombie foreclosure that's a blight to the community. You have an investor that wants to turn that property, right? And so there's this symbiosis, this synergies between the bank not wanting to own it, hiring a company like Auction.com to market it to investors who do want to own it, and they can profit from it, and a county that would rather have the house stay in the hands of local investors that are it's going to be better for the community. And so what we try to do is assemble a panel of experts here, as well I'll pivot to the group of experts and say, who in this marketplace knows about title reports? Who in this marketplace knows property valuations? Who in this marketplace is willing to lend on properties that were purchased at these foreclosure sales? Who in this marketplace, knows the laws of the different townships and how evictions work and how different inspections are required before you can take title to a property? And so that's why, in addition, you have to think about construction too. What's it going to cost to rehab that? And who's the expert that can go and give that assessment? And so when we've assembled these panels in other parts of the country, we've done it with the intention of building that dream team for a specific county. And so this is an experiment. This meeting, this is the first time we've done it here, and so we're hoping you'll give us a little flexibility. I already can tell it's going to be warm in here. We got the fan going and the windows open, but this jacket's coming off very shortly. So feel free to be as casual as you want to be. But we're going to go through all of the properties that Auction.com's marketing for the foreclosure sale on Thursday, and this panel of experts has looked at that list. They've done research on those properties. They've done due diligence that would normally cost you like a lot of money to do. And we're going to present that here. We're also going to record that, and we're going to give you access to all the documents that they prepared, so that tomorrow or later tonight or early on Thursday morning, you have another period to go through and analyze that documentation before you walk into the room and say, okay, I'm willing to invest in that property. So that was a long-winded, speech on what Auction.com does, and this isn't a seminar on how Auction.com works, or but I did want to give you the background on why we're here, because we're not conducting the sale. We're not coming in to conduct the sale. The sheriff is going to conduct the sale. That's the law here. The sheriff conducts the sale, and we're trying to bring more information into the sale, more transparency, so that more of those properties sell to local investors. Because frankly, that makes us successful too, because the banks will reward us for the more properties that sell. If the properties don't sell, we don't make any money. So we're investing in New Jersey. Hudson County is the first county that we've invested in. We got office space there. We got staff here that's going to the auctions. And we're hoping that this will turn into something that's very valuable for investors. So let me introduce you to the expert panel we brought here. I'm going to put their faces up here.
I have a question.
Yes.
So does that mean that for just before every auction sale, you will be able to provide investors with a list of properties that you have looked at, and
this is our intention. Again, this is an experiment to see if we can bring the value that works for you guys, and in turn, that's why we have this panel of experts, because along the line they'll be able to assist you in being successful with those investments. So knowing those numbers up front and knowing those estimations up front, because everyone knows at a foreclosure sale, there's a lot of things you may not know, right? You can't go inside most of them. There's still occupants in them, so there's condition issues you may not be aware of. But having the best possible information before the sale is what we're aiming for. And so we hope to do a really good job at it. And this is our first crack.
Yeah, folks, we did have this dream team here. That everything after this is done, we're going to have a little cocktail hour. Everybody can network with everybody. That's why we gave you the notebooks. Please write down any questions, even on specific properties that we bring up. Happy to discuss them after that. But we're going to try and get through all these properties so you guys have a wealth of knowledge. You can pick which ones you guys want later on in your due diligence file that we're going to send you. But right now, let's introduce the panel. And we're going to start off here with Mr. Luis Leyva with Culture Estate. Woo! How's everyone doing? So like you said, I'm the broker of Culture Estate. We're a real estate firm out of Scottsdale, New Jersey. We deal in a lot of different counties. I have a niche that I work in. That's the investor market, the distressed property market. So I was lucky enough to hook up with Auction.com, and we're here to answer any questions you guys might have and educate you guys on the process a little bit. And I just want to let you guys know that no one here is perfect. Some of the information we may give you guys might be more experts on. So I don't want anything that we present tonight to say, okay, this is the final word. Some of you guys may be such local specialists, or you guys might have been in the business longer than even some of the people on this panel. So we're just here to educate. So take it easy on anyone here if you guys have any opposing ideas. But hopefully you guys enjoy and get a lot of value out of it. We're here for any questions that we can definitely answer. And hope you guys enjoy.
Thanks, Louis.
All right. Gregory D'Onofrio.
Hey, hello, everybody. I own a company called American Platinum Remodeling. We do most of our work in Union County. We're actually expanding a little bit. We first started off doing kitchens and bathrooms. As we got busier, we started doing additions, and I work with a lot of investors now over in the Union County area. So we're pretty experienced with kind of like not spending too much in construction, just so you guys can make more money in the end. I work with a lot of people. I know where to get like cabinets, countertops. I have suppliers for everything. So my vision is to keep the construction costs low so you guys can make more money in the end. So if you guys have any questions, you guys see me around, just feel free to come up to me, talk to me. If you guys have any questions about anything, just let me know. Thank you.
Sheriff Fenimore.
This is Christian Pepe, who's my partner. We are First Equity Funding. As most of you know, if you sorry?
No, speak up.
Oh, sorry. So we do fix and flip lending. As you know, it's very difficult to get a bank-owned property to go to a conventional bank, and that's where we come in. I mean, we're here today just to, we'll get the valuations from Lewis. Greg's going to give us the cost of what he thinks, the project's going to do. He's going to estimate, and then we're here to tell you guys, this is what we will lend to you guys on the products. So hopefully you guys, if you have any questions, you come to us. Hopefully on Thursday, you guys, take this knowledge and be successful with it. Good. Yep.
Hi, my name's Nicole Pratt. Hi, guys. I'm the majority owner of Fortune Title Agency. We've been in business since 2000. We're one of the few title agencies in the state that specialize in foreclosures. That's more than 80% of our business. So we know more about this topic than most agencies that you'll deal with. We've run 60-year searches on all of the properties that you're going to view tonight. Some, this title status is still pending because the search has not yet come in, but everything will be in by the end of business today. So you'll have the reports online tomorrow. And basically, we're just going to give you an overview of whether or not title is clear, or if there are clouds on title, how to cure that. Thank you.
Thank you. Joseph Gotchko.
Hi, I'm Joe Gotchko. I'm the attorney in the group here. I'm here to keep you guys safe, so that when you're trying to buy something, I let you know what the risks are and what the rewards are. I've been in business now for 34 years. I've been practicing law, mainly doing real estate. I do all kinds of real estate law. I know a lot about short sales, sheriff sales, foreclosure sales. If you have any legal questions, once you look at these properties tonight, you can certainly call me. You could talk to me afterwards. I'll go through some things that you might run into after the sale, what you might want to look for before the sale. Nicole and I are going to go through some possible title issues that you might run into, so that if you go to the sheriff's sale, you're kind of aware of what liens may be on those properties. That's what we're trying to protect you from, buying a property, having liens on those properties that could reduce the amount of money that you can make when you sell these properties. So hopefully I'll get to talk to you guys afterwards. Thanks.
No one spoke some questions until after, if we could, guys. Thank you very much.
No, I'm not going to walk through. I was going to walk through the site and the calendar and things, but I think that we're going to be pushing out to everyone that's here and to anyone who asks which properties in the foreclosure sale are being marketed by auction.com, so you can start to see, that list of properties that we know that there's banks that are really trying to sell them to investors. And so there's lots of properties that sell at the foreclosure sale that aren't marketed by auction.com. But when you're looking at that list, you know that the bank is really setting, what's known as their credit bid. In some places, their upset bid here. They're setting that with the intention. Sometimes they're wrong, sometimes they're right, but to sell at that foreclosure sale. And so we'll make sure that you guys are up to date with the information, and you'll have full control over, what subscription preferences and contacts you get. So we're not sending you a bunch of junk mail. And without further ado, I want to introduce you to Kelly Ferris, who's going to be the MC.
Well, I think I do that on Spotify now, but anyways, folks, just want to take a moment again and thank everybody for coming out tonight. Really glad that we could put this on. Very excited about this. Real pleasure, my own personal pleasure, working with all these panelists. They've been very, very supportive in knocking this thing out within 2 to 3 weeks. So just really want to say thank you to them, and looking forward to see how this goes. So here's an example of one of our properties that we just brought.